Are you waiting for that notification?
I always get it, but I trust you that we're live. We don't have anything. Oh, we always have the reflection. We do something about that TV reflection so we can have stuff on during the show.
What are we supposed to be watching? Are we live?
We're live.
Now you
I
are,
just
yeah.
got the
Now you're live.
notification.
Okay.
Yep. You're alive.
What are we
Alrighty.
supposed to be watching? How about some American Football Alliance? American Alliance? The Allegiancy? What is it?
The Alliance of American
the Alliance
Football.
Of American Football.
All right. You ready to do this,
Yeah.
Prano?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it. Hold on. I'm going to pull up the screen, too. All right. This is great.
Already not trusting the intern.
No, because I just
like
want to
the-
see. Okay, let's do it.
Holds all his power.
Yeah.
It's not. Did I tell you he was going to say that? I called you. Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast. I am your host, Andy Ruther, coming to you live from the Smut Studio in Venice Beach, California, with my co-host, Joey No Chill Prano.
Good evening, Andy.
How goes it?
Oh, Sunday night. It's a rainy weekend here in Los Angeles. If you don't believe in climate change, you should come to Los Angeles sometime soon. It's been raining here for 2 months.
And I looked. It's supposed to rain off and on all week.
It's ridiculous. I demand a refund. I want like 40% of my rent back. You can't sell me on sunny 72 and sunny and then have 2 months of rain. No, that's not why I'm here.
What do you think our listeners think living in
I don't
areas
give a fuck what they think, honestly.
where it's frigid?
I don't care. I'm here for one reason and one reason only, and this is true. The reason I moved to Southern California, where I could also pursue comedy, obviously, was because I could surf, and can't get in the water here because the people who created the city of Los Angeles thought that our sewers should run to the ocean, and now it's just a fucking vile, pit of garbage and human and dog shit. And now I can't go in the ocean.
Are you talking about the ocean or the current state of Mildred Avenue?
Dude, Mildred, what the fuck? It looks like one of the homeless encampments that somebody came and bombed it to try to get them out of here. It's like a wreckage. I've seen bad homeless. This is a bad one. Like, what happened?
Mildred looks like Fire Festival.
You got to do something.
I am.
What you didn't do?
Well, I went to the office. Did you know this? Legally, a law was passed, I believe, circa 2006, 2007, where you have to evict homeless people from the sidewalk, and it takes 30 days?
Except, I have great news for you, Andy. You go on Los Angeles 311, and you put in some lie about toxic shit out there. Be like, this guy had an open fire. This other dude took a shit on the sidewalk. Like, there's a couple things that will trigger their attention really quick. Like, open flames, any sort of, human waste, any sort of toxic, whatever, toxic material.
Well, this is what I was going to buy. The office, they told me about this. There's something called liquid ass.
Liquid ass?
It's literally called liquid ass.
Your office told you to buy liquid ass?
I'm buying it, and they have bought some, even though that's on the DL, and I'm going to spray. Apparently, it is the worst-smelling thing ever.
And you're going to spray what?
Their entire encampment. I'm sick of this shit.
It seems like a bad move.
Why?
Somebody's going to stab you with a rusty screwdriver.
You see what I'm looking at?
Yeah. Liquid ass.
You can buy it on
That
Amazon.
was my brother's nickname growing up.
It's out of control.
Yeah, it's gross out there.
It's out
I've
of
never seen it like that. It looks like they are taking down an encampment, but there's like people. There was just like one of the foam underbeds just out there.
Yeah.
Like, who's sleeping on that in the rain?
I'm telling you, it's Fire Festival with way less rich white people.
Yeah.
I was
Bad
gonna.
out there.
Yeah, it's real bad.
I can't believe we made it this far into the show.
We
We
have-
have breaking news.
Yeah, we have some big news.
It's coming across the ticker.
In fact, how's the sound? I'd like to introduce our possible new intern, Aaron Moharis.
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 Moharis, yeah.
God, the whiteness in me came out.
Actually, it wasn't that bad of an attempt. I mean, Maharis, that's pretty close.
Moharis.
Yeah.
Okay. Aaron, why would you want to come join the Dirty Sports team? That's my first question.
Tell us about yourself.
Yes.
All right. Well, I started listening to the Dirty Sports podcast probably about a little under a year ago, and it was something better than the reiterated versions of like what you see on ESPN, and I liked the I guess the dirtiness of it, as you will.
The uncensored.
Yeah, the
vibe.
uncensored vibe to it compared to everything else.
You're saying we're not cunts.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Aside from that, I'm from Fresno, California, which is a fantastic place. If you haven't been, I urge all of you guys to check it out.
Now, for people who don't know about Fresno, give
The
me
Carr Brothers.
Carr Brothers,
the
yep.
most famous residents. in
Every
history of
commercial,
Fresno.
every local bank commercial, Carr Brothers.
Is
You
it?
see 'em. Oh, yeah. They're there. Yep.
Who are other famous folks from Fresno?
Other
Crystal meth.
famous folks. Yeah. If you ever watch Gangland, you can
Okay.
you see the Fresno Bulldogs on there. That's probably about the most famous thing I can think of, aside from
They're a biker gang.
no, they are just the I guess all the yo-fools in Fresno just kind of grouped together, and now they're the Fresno Bulldogs.
Well, and the Fresno University, right? Is it University
yeah,
of
Fresno State. Mhm.
Fresno State.
Yep.
They're the Bulldogs,
Oh, yep.
right?
Conflict of interest, definitely. You're not
Yeah.
allowed. You're not allowed to wear Fresno State college gear at schools because of the Bulldogs.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait. What?
Yeah, because the gang.
Because of the gang, you can't wear your own school's apparel
Yeah, it's a problem.
because you'll die.
I guess.
It's
Yeah.
like wearing gang
Theoretically,
colors.
yeah. If they see you, which is funny because they're so far from the university, but all the schools just freak out about it.
I think we need to do a program where we get them in school, like a reality TV show,
Yeah.
where we get the gang members going to take like chemistry classes
To
and
enroll.
shit.
Yeah. Oh, chemistry class is great. We're helping their meth campaign.
Yeah.
Did you go to Fresno State?
I did. Yeah, I went to Fresno State.
And now you're at Pepperdine
Now I'm at Pepperdine.
Law
yeah.
School. Not to
Mhm.
put your entire life on blast, but
Yeah,
if you want to
yeah.
find him,
Yeah, find me over at the Malibu campus
love
going
it.
to law school.
I'm very jealous that
Yeah.
you're at that. What a great location to be in school.
Yeah, it was awesome. Aside
Right by the
from
beach.
the fires, that was
Right.
pretty wild.
Classes probably canceled.
Class was canceled. Basically, the whole month of November was just a wash.
So
Just
there
didn't
you go.
exist.
Silver lining to everything.
Yeah.
Some student that was flunking out lit that fire. He's like, not anymore.
What's that like going from Fresno to Malibu?
It's a huge difference. It was funny in Fresno, it's huge ag town, huge farming town. Everyone there just drives the lifted trucks, does that whole look. Came to Malibu and it was just, everyone's driving the electric cars. I mean, I have a hybrid now, so
Yeah.
it's already had its effects on me. But everyone's
He's already
healthier.
been changed.
Yeah, just
Fresno,
a
you
healthier
gotta be
lifestyle.
buttoned all the way to the top,
Mhm.
and Malibu,
Yeah.
no buttons whatsoever.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't button your shirt, bro.
He lost.
Can't let your shirt hold you down.
He lost all his Raiders tattoos.
Yeah, yeah.
Ironically. Now we should get to that. You are a Raiders fan.
Yo,
Yo.
fool.
Yo, man.
I mean, diehard Raiders fan. I've been a Raiders fan since day one. It's been painful to say the least, especially lately with John Green coming back. And
So this is your first year. You're like 23,
26.
26.
26.
Okay. So you haven't really experienced good times.
No, I mean the closest was the Super Bowl against the Bucks, which I mean that was
You would have been
is
how
what it
old?
is.
You'd been 10,
I don't know.
11?
I was too young to appreciate how bad it was. That's
Yeah.
for sure. But either way, it still wasn't fun to watch, and especially seeing all of my uncles just throwing out all their Raider stuff, as
throwing it out.
couch covers, telephones, whatever, any Raiders
They
memorabilia you
scraped
could
the
think
logo
of.
off the back of
Yeah.
the truck.
Oh yeah, it was gone.
You must have some amazing Jamarcus Russell memories, though.
Oh, that alone was just, I feel like, defines the last 2 decades for the Raiders. It's just been Jamarcus Russell, and then I mean, yeah,
And then like the 1.5 seasons of Randy Moss, the only time in his career he was not the most dominant receiver alive.
yeah.
But
Was
you're
on the
gonna
Raiders.
root for them when they go to Las Vegas, correct?
Oh yeah, I'll also root for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't give up on him. I can't say I've ever had a time where it's been great. So, that's all right. I'll take
Plus,
it.
you get to go to Vegas now.
Yeah, and I got to go to Vegas.
Yeah.
Have you been to Las Vegas?
I have. Yeah, a
Okay.
few times.
Yeah, the stadium, I don't know if you've seen it. It's right off the 15 on the other side of Mandalay Bay.
Right, yeah. Actually, I went there.
You could say it's
recently.
within shooting distance of Mandalay Bay.
Way too soon. Especially since I'm not even gonna go down the conspiracy wormhole with that one.
Welcome aboard, Aaron.
Especially since we haven't found the government agency that even coordinated that attack.
Yeah, welcome aboard, Aaron. Are you excited?
Yeah, glad to be here.
Well,
I'm super excited. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We are glad to have you.
Where are your Raiders playing next year? Do we know that as our official Raiders correspondent?
You know what? I know there was some talk of AT&T Park, and last I heard is that is off the table. So I'm not sure.
Funny you guys bring this up. I did not put this on the rundown, but I did see an article. The San Francisco 49ers have said, fuck no. AT&T Park, which is now changed to a new name. I don't know the new sponsor, the new corporate, whatever. Oracle.
Yeah.
They're doing that too?
Yeah.
They said no. So the rumor is, the last headline I saw was that they're going to have to go back with their tail between their legs to negotiate with Oakland Coliseum.
Why aren't they just like what UNLV said no?
I mean, it's a 45,000-seat stadium. Sam Boyd Stadium is the name of it. I say they just do that. They'd say it's not up to par for NFL standards, as if Oakland Coliseum was.
Right.
There's a goddamn pitcher's mound when Derek Carr's trying to do a 3-step drop.
They should just play in the streets of Oakland, like fucking NFL blitz style.
What about
go to the lifted truck, make a hook left?
What about Fresno?
Yeah, there you go.
I see that in the comment section. I believe Daniel Ramirez, I'm assuming he's also from Fresno. Why not Bulldog Stadium?
I mean, Fresno's it's already such a college Bulldogs town, and
but you can't wear the gear.
You can't wear the gear, except for at the stadium. The only thing I can see coming out of the Raiders playing in Fresno would be just more fights between all the Niners fans and the Raiders fans. Just in that one stadium, there's already enough fights when we play Boise State. It'd be worse with the Raiders and Niners in the same area.
So yo fool.
Yeah.
So
it's
yo
overrun.
You're
by
our
yo
official
fools.
yo fool correspondent at this point. We're gonna have to get if Aaron gets the job, we're gonna need like a weekly yo fool story from your past. Like, I remember the time when my uncle. I'm not going to do the story for you, but you we'll get you some good ones.
We'll get you going. How are we doing on sound, Aaron? How are we doing on YouTube? Are we doing all right?
Yeah, everything checks out. It's sounding so far so good. The only thing I saw was turn Joe's volume up. That was a while ago.
I think that's when we started.
Yeah.
He wasn't directly in the mic. Okay, well, cool. Well, we're already talking NFL, so we might as well lead in to some football stuff. The American Alliance or Alliance of American Football. I don't know. What is it called?
I think it's just called the Alliance, Andy.
Alliance.
It's like Star Wars.
Okay,
it's like
well,
the Alliance.
It debuted yesterday.
Yep. Did you watch any of it?
Like 2 minutes. The San Diego Fleet versus the San Antonio Commanders at the Alamo Dome.
Yeah. I did not watch any of it.
It was, I believe, a 15-6 game. I was like, what is it, Super Bowl 53 all over again?
Because there's no extra points, correct?
Ooh, I didn't know that. I didn't really watch it.
No extra points, no kickoffs. There is, I believe you can't onside kick because there's no kickoffs. So what you can do, instead of an onside kick, instead of the other team starting with the ball at their own 25, you can go for like a 1 down. It's basically like a 4th and 12. And if you get it, you keep the ball. You get whatever the case may be. And if you don't, I don't know where you start. But 8 teams, some coaches. Spurrier's a coach of Orlando. Mike Singletary's a coach of one of the teams.
Love Singletary. Big fan here.
Can't do it. Can't win with them. Who? Any of these players in the Alliance. Who else? Mike Martz?
Bill Polian is like behind it.
Yeah. Bill Polian and like Dick Ebersol's son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know Martz was from San Antonio.
Did not know that either.
Yeah, that's why he was coaching them last night.
Got it.
He's put on some pounds since his Rams days.
Well, it's not the greatest show on turf anymore. He's like, it's the greatest show, surf and turf. I'm going to do the surf and turf again and extra baked potato.
Mike Martz went from like a steak meal at Boa to basically Denny's Grand Slam breakfast. That's what it's like going from Kurt Warner, Isaac Bruce, Marshall Falk, Torrey Holt to, hey, I'm coaching a team next to the Riverwalk.
Well, you got to remember Kurt Warner was wasn't he in the World Football League for a minute? Wasn't he? Like he was
Arena?
yeah.
Something like that.
He might have even been in the world. He might have been in both.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is probably right up Martz's alley.
Well, the debut happened last night, and I was curious to see that because it was going head-to-head with the Houston Rockets, Oklahoma City Thunder primetime ABC basketball game.
Yep.
And the numbers are out. The Alliance of American Football drew more viewers. It had 2.913 million viewers, and the basketball game drew 2.524. Now, it should be noted, though, it was the debut game.
Right. Which the XFL started
Hot.
huge. The USFL started huge. Let's see if it holds on. Also, yesterday was Saturday. There was a couple of big college basketball games, and then you went into Oklahoma City, Houston. Like even myself, I was watching I watched the second half of Duke, Virginia. And then, I started doing other stuff. Whereas if Duke, Virginia hadn't been on, I probably would have, checked the calendar and been like, oh, I'm going to watch Oklahoma City, Houston later. I ended up watching Oklahoma City, Houston later. But I watched the second half of that because I was doing something. And then right after the Duke, Virginia game ended, I went and, did some shit. And then I was like, oh, what's on now? Oh, look at this. So I think a lot of things played into the factor. But first of all, it was the first game. Second of all, the crowd that you're targeting with football that starts a week after the Super Bowl is also the crowd that's like, I am watching that NBA with all their traveling and their no defense playing. Those lazy players. You're like, just say it, man. Just say it.
Just say the racial slur.
Yeah, just
say it. Just say it.
You want to. No, let them play defense.
Well,
5 steps on every drive.
Here's the thing, though, too. I've only seen positive responses. And now I'm looking at even the YouTube comment section that we have right now. By the way, guys, Aaron will be moderating the YouTube comment section.
So if you have any questions for the show, maybe something we can touch on at the end. I thought a fun thing, especially if we've got them once a week, is at the end of the show, you can put together 3 or 4 questions from the comment section. And that could be like calls or whatever.
Perfect. Yeah. So let us
From
know
the chat
in the comments section. But I'm seeing a lot of positive response right now. And the big thing everybody talked about was the pace of the game was so much quicker than the NFL, and the game only took a couple hours. Like they basically chopped off an hour of NFL time,
which I guess is cool. But then this is the same thing that happens in the conversation that's obviously always with baseball.
Which we're going to actually get to later in the show.
But, where do you draw the line? Like, if you love football and you're watching football the week after the NFL ends, why do you want less football? Like, suddenly you're like, oh, fuck, more football? And you're like, could the game be 45 minutes? That'd be great.
Yeah.
I guess if you want to watch 5 45-minute games in a day, that's an option. But, there's got to be a tipping point. Like, how short do people want these games?
Well, I know for me personally, I do think NFL games go on too long. And when a game is shorter, I always say, oh, that was nice. That game only lasted 3 hours. I think 3-hour, 30-minute games and longer are too long. Now, obviously, scoring depends on that. Look at
most football games are coming at 3 hours.
I don't think they do.
Well, look, every week, there's, we still.
Can we look that up, Aaron? Can we look up the average NFL game length?
You look at the, I still refer to them, even though I'm on the West Coast, as the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games. But most of the games are over by the time the late games start. Usually maybe have 1 or 2 that are, sticking around.
So I got it right here, actually. It says the average NFL game length is 3 hours and 8 minutes, which is 16 minutes longer than the average college game.
What year is that from? Is that recent?
This is actually 2017. We try to find something more recent.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's close enough.
Look at Ruther busting his balls. Can you find something a little more recent than last year?
I'm not busting the guy's balls. By the way, he got to that very quickly.
Yeah.
Thoroughly impressed.
Trevor would have mailed a letter to the NFL asking them. He's like, you guys have a stamp? I've written my query for them.
Is
Okay.
he
Does anybody have a stamp?
is he my dad?
Yeah.
Okay, this is actually the most recent article I could find. This is February 3rd, 2019. It says 3 hours.
Nothing from this week. What the fuck's your problem?
3 hours and 12 minutes is the updated
Yeah.
updated time.
Okay, so Prano's right. It's a little over 3 hours. It's not 3.5. Okay, fair enough. But hey,
I get it. I mean, I understand that people are saying, hey, they like the pace of the game, but my question is, because I've never actually, there's no sport really, even in baseball, where I'm like, oh god, this has just gone on forever. I mean, obviously baseball is an open-ended game, and I mean, I enjoy the pace of baseball personally, but like, you always hear this with everything. Has to be faster. Has to be faster. I just want to know, for the people who are saying that is something that they enjoyed, then how long do you want football games to be? You know?
let us know in the YouTube comment section. What do you guys think? Do you like games at 3 hours, 30 minutes? Do you like 3 hours? Do you like 2.5?
Yeah, like what? I guess the question is like, what are you doing if a game's 2.5 hours? What are you doing with that extra half hour?
Beating off.
Yeah,
I am. On a Sunday, I'm jacking off.
okay, it's weird.
It's not weird. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Guys, your official masturbation day should be Sunday. There's no other day.
So, correct me if I'm wrong in how I just took this, but you would like to watch men roll around with each other for only 2.5 hours, and then you'll have a half hour free to masturbate before continuing to watch men roll around with each other.
That's not exactly what I said. This is what I'll say, though. There's nothing better than having enough free.
Nothing makes you hornier.
No, I didn't say that either. You're putting words in my mouth, Prano. What I'm saying is, when that 4 o'clock game ends, East Coast time, before the Sunday night game.
I mean, we all know you're jacking off to Chris Collinsworth. Let's be honest. You're like that pregame Sunday night action.
What I'm saying is, it's nice to settle in. You know, it's not a forced rush.
Which doesn't make you gay, by the way, because he was born with lady parts.
Well, we're not talking about Chris Collinsworth right now. What we're talking about is my habits, and I like to settle in. I like to peruse the sites first. I don't want to be a rapid fire jack off sesh. I don't like that. I like to take my time.
Gift right there.
Anyway, the ratings were good. They were good so far. I'll be curious how it plays out.
Now,
and
did you pick a team?
No.
Are you going to pick a team?
Well, it's
Are
funny.
you going to watch games?
It's funny you say that. I did look tonight on SeatGeek because the San Diego Fleet were playing yesterday,
Mhm.
and I said to myself, "What is a ticket price for the Alliance American football game? Not too much."
Is this what you said to yourself? You're like, what is the ticket price?
I did. I probably said it out loud. I said, curiosity is stewing in my brain. Let's see what's going on here. And I pulled up the SeatGeek app, and I was blown away. On SeatGeek, went down and looked at where do they play now. We saw Notre Dame Navy play. What's the name of that stadium?
Jack Murphy. Qualcomm.
But it's not even Qualcomm anymore.
Yeah, it's
like
Liberty, but like, it's some fucking like credit union or something.
yeah,
there.
the San Diego Credit Union.
Yeah.
You could get really nice seats on SeatGeek to see the San Diego Fleet for $65. So this is what I said to everybody.
Or 55 with that $10 off from SeatGeek, promo code DIRTY.
That's what I'm saying. Guys, if you haven't used the SeatGeek promo code, I don't know what you're waiting on, because I'm also sending koozies to anybody who uses the promo code and sends me screenshots.
How many koozies do you send when folks send you a screenshot?
2.
Can I throw something out there?
Go for it.
If you use promo code DIRTY to go to an Alliance football game, you get 3.
Perfect. If you guys use it for the new
I'm
football
all
league,
about having a competitive battle with the NFL, because it'll just make things better.
yes.
It'll just improve everybody's game.
So, guys, hop on SeatGeek, and you can use it for all sports, all live entertainment events. Like Joe was saying, best of all, everybody gets $10 off their first SeatGeek purchase. Just download the SeatGeek app and enter promo code DIRTY today. That's promo code DIRTY for $10 off your first SeatGeek purchase. SeatGeek, life's an event. We have the tickets. And once again, a simple screenshot. I'm actually sending some koozies tomorrow for some guys in Ohio. So go ahead and do that and help support the show.
Yeah, let's get on SeatGeek and let's pick a fleet game to go to. How many games are they playing this season?
I believe 8. No, I'm wrong. I'm just guessing.
There's only 8 teams, so they might play everybody once. You know?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That'd be 7, but still.
Yeah.
I liked the Alabama. No, it's not. It's the Birmingham. The Birmingham Iron. They kind of their uniforms are all black. They kind of look like the Sharks from Any Given Sunday.
Ooh.
But I feel like I have to support the Fleet just so that we can go to the game. Also, fuck just the entire state of Alabama, right? I don't want to support those guys like the rah SEC crowd.
I don't hate the state of Alabama.
I don't hate the state of Alabama. I just hate that whole.
Oh yeah.
You know, the football.
So
fandom down there.
I actually pulled up their season schedule. They play 10 weeks, 10-week season, and then it goes into a 14 playoff with the 2 higher seeds hosting the semis and the championship will be at Sam Boyd Stadium in Vegas.
Nice.
Wait a second. So this is important. They've decided that the championship is fine to use UNLV Stadium, but the Raiders, who once again play on top of a pitcher's mound, can't use it. I'm just saying, like
maybe this is part of it.
What do you mean?
You know that Sam Boyd did a deal with the Alliance. Ooh, I like it. Just fucking the NFL.
Well, I'm already reading into things now. The XFL re-debuts next year.
I'm out on the XFL. I'm all on the Alliance.
What if they combine like Sirius XM when XM and Sirius combined?
Well, maybe. But remember, like I was just talking to my friend today. He was like, the XFL is gonna be crazy. They're probably gonna do all kinds of wild shit. And I'm like, no, you forgot. McMahon's basically doubling down on all the Trump aspects of hating the NFL. Everybody's gonna be a Christian. No one's allowed to have been arrested. Everybody's gotta wear a fucking naval hat for when the anthem plays. No, I'm serious, right? Wasn't that his thing? Wasn't it no one that had ever been arrested can play in that XFL?
He claimed that. Good luck with that.
Yeah, because my buddy was like, "Is Manziel going to the XFL?" And I was like, "I don't think he can." Wasn't he? Manziel was arrested at some point, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah. You got a DUI.
Yeah. So, why isn't Manziel in the Alliance?
He's not good enough
to play in the Alliance. You think?
You know, he sat the bench
In Canada.
The Alliance has a lot of former players.
Yeah, Trent Richardson's on the. They've actually done a cool job of
Hackenberg.
Yeah, of having them be as part of teams that like the Birmingham team's a lot of Auburn, Alabama guys. San Diego's a lot of UCLA guys. Utah, a lot of Pac-12 guys. It's kind of cool how they broke it up. A lot of Florida folks. Obviously, Spurrier is the coach of Orlando.
I think this is the NFL version of the G League. I think it's going to be a viable. You have guys who are trying to get in the league, guys who
trying to get back in the league.
Exactly. I think this might be the NFL because I saw last night. I did see the play where the guy had basically the interception which sealed the game last night, and I forget his name. It was a Spanish last name. But anyway, they said this guy was an All-American in Oklahoma.
Sanchez.
Was it Sanchez?
I think so.
But after he made the catch, I believe, I could be wrong on this, I believe the announcer goes, he was an All-American at Oklahoma. So they're not picking up scrubs off the street. You know, they're not grabbing gang members from Fresno and throwing shoulder pads on them. Although that'd be a fun game to watch too.
Yeah. The Bulldogs versus the Bulldogs in the Battle of the Bulldogs.
Well, I want to discuss this Bob Costas thing that broke this morning that was all over the news. Because I have a strong opinion about Bob. Old Costi.
I have a strong opinion about Bob.
He was removed.
What about Bob?
Well, here's what about Bob. It was revealed through ESPN's Outside the Lines that he was removed from last year's Super Bowl. That was going to be his last thing with NBC. As everybody knows, he was with NBC for 30-plus years. He left. That was going to be his last hurrah, his final go out with the bang. And basically, he caused too much of a stir with an essay he wrote and also a speech he gave out, I believe, University of Maryland. And NBC was like, you can't be at the Super Bowl because of your stance against concussions and what he's saying that it's doing to the game. I have a couple opinions on this. One, I'm not the biggest Bob Costas fan. I should say that going in. But
Are there Bob Costas super fans out there?
I think there are.
Are there a lot of people that were watching like later with Bob Costas?
I think there are.
Okay.
I do respect him taking a stance. I'm never going to diss anybody taking a stance. Basically, Bob Costas said, I don't want to deal with football anymore because of the concussion thing and that. So I will give someone respect to say, if you're putting your money where your mouth is, so to speak, I'll respect that. For anybody. That's, again, been my big issue with a lot of these people.
That was supposed to be his end of everything? He's not even doing the Olympics, anything like that?
Well, he's done with NBC now, officially.
Okay.
But he had blatantly said, I'm done with the NFL.
Right.
I'm not.
He wasn't done with like the backdoor, briberies that occur for the Olympics so that like construction companies in Russia can funnel money to God knows what, building stadiums that will never be used again and all that. But I get it. He has a problem with concussions.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So that's my first thing. My second thing, though, is like we've all known this since the beginning of time, right? Like he. What's kind of crazy is he just came to this epiphany. If you look at it, starts taking us back to 2015. Like he just had an epiphany that grown men who are running at insane speeds with insane strength colliding. It basically said he had this epiphany when he saw the movie Concussion. I saw Concussion in the theater. I didn't need to see it to know these guys are fucked up.
Well, I mean, in defense of Bob, and I haven't read a ton on it, but maybe he's saying that, like, now the information's out there, everybody knows it, and the fact that we're just not going to talk about it anymore is a little bit criminal.
Yeah. So basically, NBC told him, Prano, that...
Told him to go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
What they told him.
And they straight up said, we're in the middle of renegotiating. That was when they were in the middle of renegotiating Thursday Night Football, the new deal, which they ended up paying $45 million a game for, which was within this last couple years. And it just brings – the reason I think this is relevant to what we were just discussing with the Lions, because football is not going anywhere, ever. Americans love violence. We do. We love violent sports. We love violent video games. We love killing people at schools. I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but, like, we are a country that loves violence. If you look at it from, like, a sociological perspective. We love violence in this country. So it's not going anywhere. In fact, I pulled this number up. This is crazy to me. The NFL this year took in $7 billion from its television deal this year alone.
That's down a lot, though, right?
No, that's not.
Really? I was told that no one's watching the NFL because of all the people that were kneeling.
Well, that was a blatant lie.
I was told a lot of these true patriots were boycotting.
Well,
they're not boycotting.
Whether they're boycotting or not, the NFL took in $7 billion in TV deals in 2018. When that revenue sharing breaks down, every team in the NFL made $218 million just off the TV deal. And according to USA Today, that number by 2027, in just 8 years, is going to balloon all the way up to $17 billion. So it's only trending upward. So the point is, football is not going anywhere anytime soon. So it begs the question about Bob.
Wait till they hear Eric Reed's back. Good night and good luck.
But it begs the question with Bob Costas. He's taking this stance. And again, look, man, you can do whatever you want. It's not going anywhere.
Right. Well, let's be honest also. Bob Costas was on his way out the door. Bob Costas was, trying to set off a hand grenade as he walked out of the building.
Yeah.
He was trying to do the Joker at the hospital, looking back like. But
real quick, sidebar. What movie do you think you've referenced the most on this show?
Top Gun. It's got to be Top Gun.
Batman's up there, top 3.
Yeah. What, the whole series, the whole franchise, or just Dark Knight in general?
Both. You love
Yeah.
referencing Dark Knight.
Yeah. Batman, I mean, I'm a huge Batman fan.
Yeah.
The best superhero, in
Yeah.
my opinion. You know, because the only one without a superpower. He's just a rich dude who's fucking badass.
Yeah.
Guy's just a vigilante. Love it. Yeah, but it's definitely Top Gun, right? I mean, my Top Gun references on the show are long and distinguished. My list. So is my Johnson, by the way.
Aaron, you're going to have to go back 494 episodes. I know you're in law school and I know you're kind of busy, but we'd like you to review every time Prano has mentioned a movie. Can you handle that?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to run some kind of metadata speach
Yeah,
search.
because some of them are
Just,
real subtle.
Yeah,
Some
gotta
people
find
will
them
get.
all.
Are you living can we discuss your living situation because we're talking about movies? Are you living at like a movie producer's house? What's going on here?
It arguably could be from the looks of it, but from what I know,
You live in a mansion?
I live in the guest house attached to somebody's mansion. It's
I imagine that the guest house is significantly bigger than Andy's place.
It's bigger. I wouldn't say significantly, but it's bigger. It's
You're the
it's
only
just-
person living
It's just
there,
one
right?
big room. No,
Yeah.
actually, no. I
No.
live there with my girlfriend. Yeah.
Oh, with your girlfriend.
Yeah,
Okay. I was
yeah.
like, he's not like stockpiling law students in there, right? He's like, I have a guest house. I have 6 law students living in there. It's my law bunker.
So you're in the guest house.
Yep, in the guest house.
Is there a pool?
I wish. No pool. Actually, he's working on building one. It's been happening for a long time. I got people in and out
That's
on
why,
the side.
that's why he has
Yeah.
a Mexican living in his pool house. He's like, I don't pay rent, but I shovel a lot. It's like I've been digging. It's like a scene out of Encino
He's just hoping
Man.
I'll pitch in every couple of days. Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a bad little setup then. And you moved here with your lady. That's what I told him. I said, man, Hispanic dudes, they settle young.
Yeah.
Like he's not married yet.
Yeah.
But could it be the one?
I mean, yeah.
They live together,
I think at
Andy.
this point, we live together and stuff. So, I mean, yeah, I think it's definitely going that way. It seems like it. I can't say there's anything in the way.
He's
of
no
it.
EJ Gomez, though. EJ was married at 14.
Does your girlfriend have any cute friends?
Yeah, she does.
Not
I
a creepy
can
thing
try to
ask, you weird old guy.
I can try to bring some down this way.
Would I be the creepy weird old guy?
I mean, I don't think so. I think at this age they're like, well, I'm not getting any younger either. So, I mean,
See?
why not?
I mean, that is in LA, 26.
It's prime.
If you're 29, I mean, just shoot you. You're like, ladies, don't turn 30 in LA. You're useless. Go work at a car wash. A 30-year-old woman in LA is like when Brooks leaves the jail in fucking what movie am I blanking on right now? You know the one with Tim Robbins. Come on, jail movie. Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah,
You know the old guy has to reacclimate back in the culture, and he can't even bag groceries, so he hangs himself in the fucking. That's what being a 30-year-old woman's like. I don't know what to do.
You
I
compare
just want to
that
go back in.
to being a 30-year-old woman in LA.
Yeah. If you're a 30-year-old woman in LA and you're still single, just carve your name into the ceiling and hang yourself.
Jesus Christ. Well, we lost our 30-year-old women in LA demographic.
Yeah, I just Bob Costas them that. Hate to be the one that breaks the news to you, but
Well, we are talking
just move back to the Midwest and fucking be famous. I don't know.
Can I wrap up all the NFL and football discussion by saying the Aaron Hernandez Savage of the Year award has to be decided by you and I, not Twitter. I knew
Okay.
this would happen. People aren't watching the video
Right.
or hearing it.
Sure.
There was outrage within the dirtball community, which I appreciate.
Well, we already said that was going to be a factor.
Okay.
You know, we were just going to factor it in. What was the outrage?
I mean, just the fact that people were just going off things they saw in the news.
Name recognition.
Name recognition.
Chad Kelly is still the leader in the poll.
I mean, that's unbelievable. Chad Kelly, after 555 votes for our Aaron Hernandez Savage of the Year award, has 34% of the vote. Reuben Foster has 32%. Again, we said both his charges were dropped. I don't know if that matters or not. Dylan Donahue, 25%. And the Jonas Brothers. I mean, a guy was buck naked, breaking mirrors and windows and ready to jump off a 30th story of an apartment building or a skyscraper downtown. What does the guy got to do for you guys?
Yeah. No one. Again, you put this out on Twitter. No one knows. They're just seeing names.
Unbelievable. So I think next episode, you and I decide, and there's 3 of us now.
Yeah.
We'll bring in Aaron for his perspective on the Aaron Hernandez Savage of the Year award, which is a great start for his profession as a lawyer. We're going to get it started here at the Dirty Sports Podcast. Okay, we got a lot to cover tonight, Prano. I do want to jump into Major League Baseball stuff. There's a lot going on with these rules.
Yep.
Possible changes.
Yeah, there's been some terrible rules floated. Terrible.
I assume you're following this closely.
I'm not following it that closely, but I've seen a lot of it on Twitter. I've seen a lot of headlines.
Well, here's the first rule that has been changed. Not a rule, but I guess semantics.
Right.
The disabled list is no longer happening in Major League Baseball. They have changed it to the injured list.
And this is because disabled list was offensive?
Yes. I will read the direct quote from Jeff.
By the way, Lachlan Patterson has a great disabled list joke. I don't know if it's available anywhere yet. Probably at his new release, whatever that is going to be. It's a fantastic disabled list joke.
A baseball joke.
Yeah, because it's called the disabled list. And he's like, what are they? Cripples?
Well, that's
they lost a leg in the war?
Well, this is what's his name? Jeff Pfeiffer, Major League Baseball Senior Director. This is his title. Jeff Pfeiffer, Major League Baseball Senior Director of League Economics and Operations.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the fuck that means. He said, in recent years, the commissioner has received several inquiries regarding the names of the disabled list. The principal concern is that using the term disabled for players who are injured supports the misconception that people with disabilities are injured and therefore are not able to participate or compete in sports. As a result, the Major League Baseball has agreed to change the name disabled list to the injured list at both the major and minor league levels. There we have it.
I'm just looking up.
Okay. Well,
Disabled definition.
yes, please tell me. By the way, we have an intern for that now.
Well, a person having a physical or mental condition that limits movements, senses, or activities. Literally, having a physical condition that limits movements or activities. That's what being hurt and not being able to participate in your activity of playing baseball or the movements required to play baseball. I can't handle woke PC fucking cold. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. I'm so glad that we have a fucking Mexican, Native American intern that I can say horrible racist things to so that he can just laugh and enjoy it. And I can be like, see, this is what happens in life. This guy, he's not about to start sending out smoke signals that we're complaining, he didn't fucking do his whatever. Like, come on. Like, that's the beauty of it. But here's the thing. On a human level, nobody cares about this shit. The only people who care about this shit are the people that write letters to professional sports organizations saying that they're disabled because my brother's disabled and he can't, and he plays baseball. He does it very slowly and he can't do it when it's raining because then his wheelchair gets stuck in the mud, but he does it. And then you're like, Jesus, come on.
I agree.
We didn't say it's not the handicapped list. It's the disabled list. You were able, and now you're disabled.
It's bad. It's really bad, guys.
I didn't even know we were allowed to call handicapped people disabled anymore. I see. It's how confused it is. Like, it's not a disabled parking spot. It's a handicapped spot.
And your point is 100% accurate. They're appeasing those 10 people
It's
a year.
The vocal minority. They're appeasing. Everybody's appeasing the vocal minority.
And this shit
days.
needs to stop in our country. It needs to stop.
No one gives a fuck.
And Prano's right. This shit needs to stop on all fronts.
Even out here on the liberal West Coast, I hosted the show at the Improv last night. Jamie Kennedy closed the show. Jamie Kennedy was doing jokes about whatever. I'm not going to talk about the specifics of his jokes. I don't want to ruin his bits or whatever. But he did a joke, and a whole table of girls, fat girls, no surprise, got up, and they walked out. And he jokingly said, "Oh, I'm walking people," because he didn't actually think he was walking people. He's like, "They must not have liked that joke." Totally kidding. And they were like, "Not that one." And he was like, "What? Really? You actually didn't like a joke?" He made a joke. He literally said the joke was that a Mexican was referring to his penis as chorizo, basically. And they were like, "That's racist," and they left. The whole crowd didn't care. After they left, he just basically talked about how awful they were, and everybody agreed. A room of 300 people, 8 people. I'm sure one of the group, I'm sure it was literally one person in the group that was offended and then made their whole group leave, probably the fat girl, the fattest. Not that you're allowed to say fat anymore. And so it's like literally 1/3 of 1% of the room was upset, and we had to stop the whole show, and everybody had to fucking talk about it. It's ridiculous. Did you see on Twitter yesterday? They were saying, I saw there's skinny privilege. You can be privileged because you're not fat. I'm not as privileged as you, who can apparently afford to eat literally all fucking day. It's ridiculous. It's the vocal minority. I'm calling it the disabled list, and I'll never not call it the disabled list. In fact, I'm calling it the handicap list now. I've changed the name. It's the handicap list. And I will reference, I'm just going to now, on Dirty Sports and on Dirty Slides, I'm just going to talk about every single person that is not able to play as somebody who is the kid from fucking, Breaking Bad with the fucking crutches. That
Walter?
snapped his arms.
Walter Jr.?
Yeah. I'm just going to assume everybody now has fucking MS or something.
Newsflash to everybody who cares about this shit. Your opinion doesn't matter. It doesn't. It doesn't fucking matter. But for some reason, a massive corporation like Major League Baseball, a multi-billion-dollar corporation, is going to listen to a response from, like Joe said, the minority of the minority.
And the thing is, it doesn't change anything about, they're like, fine, we'll change it just because we have to. But the thing is like, now it's going to be the awkward thing all year where everybody says the DL. Everybody says it. Somebody's got to correct them, Well, Keith, it's actually now the handicap list or whatever. What do they call it? The injured list.
So it went from, and that's actually a good point. I never thought of that. The DL just flows so smoothly off the tongue. We've been using it forever. So now,
DL's, in fact, only in baseball, and we use it for other sports.
That's what I'm saying. So now we're saying IL, the injured list. Fuck everybody who complained. Just fuck you. I hope you get
one person. There's one person.
I hope you get disabled. I hope
it was Susan with a fucking handicapped brother and her goddamn letters. Stop writing letters, Susan.
Dude, we need you know what? I'm just going to say it. We need to have a real life purge. Let's just fucking do it. I'm serious. I'm fucking serious. I'm not even joking right now. We need a real life purge, and we need to just weed out the fucking people like this. Just end them. Real life purge. When can we do this? If we weed out this 0.0001%, do you know how much better the world will be? How much better will the world be if those fat girls from last night never go to a stand-up comedy show again?
They kind of improved the show by being fucking... I just wish they had stuck around and ate the fucking crow that they needed to. But they're off ruining somewhere else's... They probably left and immediately wrote a letter to Major League Baseball. And then I feel like it's 5 white chicks. There's 5 white chicks that are ruining everything for everybody. They're probably hanging around like, you got to write a letter about the disabled list now. It's like, all right, I'll write a letter about the disabled list. It's like the Brady Bunch of just like 5 chicks somewhere.
You know who's not You know who's not writing letters? This is true. You know who's not writing letters ever about anything? People who get laid and people who aren't fat. I'm just saying. I mean, you might have occasionally a person who's good looking. I'm just saying, there is no good looking person. There is no good looking person who's taking the time to do this. There's no person who's busy.
They're out having fun. They're out just like
exactly
enjoying life. It's like
there's no person who's busy having sex or going on vacations. who's writing these letters.
Yeah, some girls like, put it in me. And some guy's like, I got to write a letter about the disabled list first. Can you just play with yourself for a minute? I have a cousin who's in a wheelchair, and he's pretty offended by just every time he hears disabled list. You just see him. Like, he'll be watching a baseball game. Every time they say a disabled list, he just starts fucking rolling back and forth. It's real angry.
The irony is
he can't actually move any of his body, but I can see it in his eyes. He's
that's what I'm
pissed
saying.
off.
The irony is you know what it is? You know what this is? This is the woke white girl.
It's like, why do they have to call it the disabled list? They're not disabled. They're just injured.
You know what it is, Prano? It's the woke white girl who's trying to be down with the Black Lives Matter, who has no black friends. It's just like that. It's the person who's trying to vouch for the person who's mentally, can you say mentally handicapped? Who doesn't even understand.
I don't know what you can say. I literally don't know what you can and can't say anymore. I don't. I have no idea.
All right.
I'm going to get a Miller Lite.
You get a Miller Lite, and while you do that, I'm going to bring in my legal correspondent.
Chief Wahoo.
Chief Wahoo. Well,
that was just going to be like horribly over the top.
welcome aboard, Aaron. What percentage Native American are you?
Honestly, I have no idea. I'd have to reference the 23andMe my sister so graciously did for the family recently.
Oh, she just, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
awesome.
Yeah.
I want to do 23andMe.
Yeah.
So, but I remember it. I mean, it was like, I guess, like third on my list of things. So, I mean, a good amount.
Because I can see the Native American in
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Usually people ask me if I'm Asian. I'm like, oh, well. No.
Oh, so people,
I just got small eyes.
so
That's
people
all it
think
is.
you're Asian.
Yeah, more often than not, they ask me, what kind of Asian are you? They know I'm Mexican, and then they kind of think there's got to be something Asian. I just tell them, no, I'm just Native American.
Now, you are currently in law school at Pepperdine, so you're in this college world. But it's a little different because obviously.
Now, yeah, this is a great question. Is there a physical building that is like the safe space? Like, is there like is there a place that you can actually run to be safe on college campuses these days?
I mean, the closest thing they have is a meditation room, probably on the third floor of the library. But that's about as far as you're gonna get if you have to run. Other than that, I guess you just go into the hills of Malibu if you needed to. But
that's a great
that's
safe
about
space.
it.
Go into the hills or then just walk down the hill.
Fires and coyotes.
Yeah.
Be safe out there.
Or just walk down the hill into that lovely ocean. Like, that's a safe spot. Oh, you have the beach right there.
Yeah.
I almost did a show at Pepperdine once in 2008. A fraternity was going to book me, but they gave me a contract which said I couldn't swear, I couldn't do any Jesus jokes, I couldn't do any jokes about, like, alcohol, marijuana. It was me and another comedian. I just said no. I'm like,
And you were like, okay, well, I've looked at my set list and I've crossed it out. How does 7 minutes of Taco Bell jokes sound?
That sounds like a lecture or a seminar more than anything.
so we never did the show. We never did the show because they wanted us to be clean. And that was one of the stages where I was like, can I go clean? And I was like, I looked, no. I mean, back then I had 20 minutes on masturbation, which I did also tonight. So back then, nowadays, not much has changed. Let's go through some of the potential changes for Major League Baseball rules. These are ones that have been tossed out there.
Let's do it.
Okay. Make relievers face at least 3 batters.
Sounds horrific. What if a guy goes in and just sucks?
Eliminate the DH or add the DH to the National League. This one's been talked about forever.
The ship sailed on the DH. I'd be more in favor of eliminating it than instituting it in both leagues. But we've already done the weird half-league rule. Why don't it's fine. It's like the American leagues where out-of-shape power hitters go to die. You know? It's like their last hurrah.
Yeah.
Get fucking stockpile stats for the Hall of Fame.
Limit a pitcher's number of throws to first base. How do you feel about that one?
I mean, literally maybe the worst rule I've ever heard. So now you're like maxed out on the thing. If you max out your now there's all this strategy of well, this is my next to last. Because you can't make your last throw over, right? Because then the guy's just going to steal. He's going to take off before. So now it's really one less than that number.
Yeah.
What a horrific idea.
Well, for the record, all this stuff.
Let's limit the amount of foul balls, too. Like, how many foul balls are you really going to – how many are we really going to have?
You've heard about the second base thing, right?
It's all stupid.
Put a runner on second base into extra innings to start the inning.
What a dumb idea.
I know we've said this before on the show, but we have to repeat it. Guys, baseball is a long game. You can't really change these things. This is the history of the sport. There are tactical moves that managers make. There's the reason all this stuff can't be changed. It all goes back to, do you want to speed up the game? Baseball is a slow-played sport. You can't really speed it up.
Speed it up. No more every third inning. I've talked about this before. First, second, third inning, there's no break between the top and the bottom. You just go out there, pitcher gets his warm-ups, we're going. No commercials. You don't even cut away from the game. Boom. We're done. Stop. There's no other song after Take Me Out to the Ball Game, 7th inning stretch. There's no fake patriotic. We're not playing Born in the USA. We're not playing God Bless America. We're not playing Party in the USA. We're not playing fucking any Kid Rock songs. It's just take me out to the ball game, and then we get right back to baseball. I'll shorten the game. I'll make games 2 hours and 45 minutes. Like, make me the commissioner for 3 minutes. I'll make baseball faster. Without fucking going, oh, well, let's just put fucking players on second base in extra innings. Limit our throws to first base? Why don't we just limit all the pitches in every inning? How about 15 pitches in an inning? That's all you got. Let's just do it Little League style. Maximum number of batters. Every inning, you can only go through the lineup once. So you get to that 8-hitter, you get to that 9-hitter, just like in Little League. That guy hits, and he's just going to run no matter what. Just like, fuck, I don't know. Maybe they'll all miss throw, and I'll score. Who cares? I'm the last batter anyway. If you don't like it, don't watch it.
Well,
But it's a thing like they need more advertising, so they're not going to limit the amount of commercials, but no one's watching, so the commercial, it's like.
And therein lies the problem. So attendance last year was at its lowest since 2003. And this is what Rob Manfred's talking about. Like, we have a problem. People aren't going to baseball games.
Because people like to go to baseball games to have 25 beers and a hot dog and fucking enjoy, the summer. If it would cost me more to have 25 Miller Lights and a hot dog at Dodger Stadium than it is for this guy to go to fucking law school at Pepperdine. I would need to fucking take out a bank loan. Maybe stop charging $11 for ground up pig hooves, and fucking maybe people will start going to ball games again. Make America great again. Make baseball cheap again. It's like bowling. Oh, less and less people are bowling. Yeah, because you put 7,000 black lights into every bowling alley, and now it's a craft beer bar where they're serving fucking, old fashions and chicken wings. Who's eating chicken wings at a bowling alley? Just beer, pizza, bowling, cheap. I'll bowl all fucking day. I'll bowl every day. But no, I never bowl. Ever.
It got too expensive.
In college, I was in a bowling league.
It got too expensive.
Yeah.
Unless you go to where Walt Ruther bowls, Cherry Grove Lanes back in Cincinnati, Ohio. That's about the only place you can go.
Yeah.
The bowling alley by me and you, it's a fucking nightclub.
It's ridiculous.
It's not a bowling alley. It's a nightclub.
Make baseball cheap again. The economics of it, that no one's done the math on. The guy who owns the fucking, what's his name? Ricky Ricardo, the guy who owns the fucking Atlanta Falcons. What's his name? The guy with the pencil thin mustache. John Waters. What the fuck's his name?
God, why am I forgetting his name?
Arthur Blank.
Arthur Blank.
Look at their price. He's doing like $3 hot dogs and $1 waters, because how much do you need to make on a water?
Yeah.
Well, let me buy if you go right now and buy Kirkland brand water.
I was just gonna say
how much is it for a 12, 20? It's like
no.
It's like $3 for like a 24 pack.
No. It's even cheaper. When I buy water at Costco, a 40 pack of 16-ounce Kirkland water is $2.99.
Okay. So that's less than, I mean, what's the math on that? That's like,
It's $3 for a 40-pack.
yeah. So it's less than 10 cents of water.
Less than 10 cents of water.
So now take that. Let's just do basic fucking shit here. Less than 10 cents of water, okay? If you're buying it in this type of bulk that you would need to sell at a football stadium, you're probably going to cut that number in half at least, right?
Yeah.
So call it 5 cents of water. You need your margins on water to be $6.95? What the fuck are you doing with all this fucking money? Maybe if you didn't charge people $7 for water, more people would come and buy tickets, which cost, a significant amount, and buy 5 waters, 7 waters. I mean, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah. That's actually a great point. Waters are 5 cents at Costco. And if I go to Dodger Stadium and I buy a water, they're going to charge me
$7.
$6 to $8 for a water. Why is nobody talking about this?
Because nobody wants to, these guys don't want to admit they're thieves, so they're like, oh, it's the pace. People aren't coming because of the pace of play. We got to figure out a fucking way to blah, blah. No. Let's everybody be real here. No one's coming because it costs too fucking much to go to a baseball game. And in football, people go because they only have to buy 8 tickets a year. And then they're pissed off that they have to buy 10 tickets with preseason games. And then people sell those to make their season ticket money. Who's buying 80 games of baseball tickets? 80? Who's buying season tickets? Who has that kind? You know how rich you would have to be to go to 80 baseball games a year, sit in the upper deck and have 1 beer and 1 hot dog? Who has that kind of money? A beer is $12, right? A hot dog's $8. Tickets are $20. $40 times 80.
$3,200.
Yeah. Who's at $3,200 to spare by themselves alone at a baseball game, drinking 1 beer and having 1 hot dog?
I actually I pulled up the price of beer and concessions at every stadium, and this is for the smallest beer. Arguably these are the teams that really only pull an average crowd or a good crowd for each game. Is the Mets are at $10.50, Cubs are at $9, Giants are at $9, and Red Sox are at $8. And it goes from there. But the teams with the least amount of attendance go down to $4.
Like probably the Cincinnati Reds,
like
probably
the Rockies,
charge much.
Teams like that.
Yeah. So those big market teams.
The Rockies crush attendance, by the way. Rockies have a fucking fantastic attendance in Denver there. Because they sell $4 beers. It's not that fucking hard. It's so stupid. Instead, we're talking about, hey, guys, you can't charge more than $6 for a beer. Great. More people will come to baseball. Nah, that's stupid. What if we limit the amount of times a pitcher can throw over to first base? Are you fucking kidding me? How stupid is that?
Why don't they do promotions? Hey, this Friday at Dodger Stadium, we're going to have...
They do promotions. That's the only thing people go out for. So they buy 20 tickets and they get the Thor bobblehead.
Yeah, but
they sell it on fucking
but hold
eBay.
on. I'm not talking about those promotions. I'm talking about, hey, this Friday at Dodger Stadium, it's buy 1 beer, get the second beer half off.
Actually, well, Andy, I'm sorry, but that promotes binge drinking. And I don't know if you know, but binge drinking tends to lead to violence and DUIs. And then, the Mexicans are stabbing each other in the parking lot at Dodger Stadium. It's because they're on all the beer, and all the cannabis. That's why.
You know what Major League Baseball needs to learn from?
Minor League Baseball.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Minor League Baseball has it figured out. I remember when I lived in Las Vegas, the 51s, who at the time were the Mets AAA, which I always thought was funny. I went to get a couple games. We went to a game on a Thursday night, and it was $1 16-ounce beer nights. $1.
You know why? Because beer costs nothing.
Yeah. And, did I get shit-faced?
What you had that list up. What do the St. Louis Cardinals charge for a beer?
The Cardinals are at They're at $5.
They own the beer company. Anheuser-Busch. I mean, like,
Yeah.
their margins are they literally like what the fuck?
$5. What's Miller or what's Milwaukee? What are the Brewers?
Brewers they're at $7.
$7 a beer.
Offensive.
Yeah.
It's offensive.
It's named Miller Park.
It'd be like me charging you $7 for no chill. I'm like, I'm overflowing with no chill. I'll give you fucking no chill for free.
I got to hop into the comment section. This one just popped up. This is funny. Shout out to Ben Harper. He said, stadiums charge more for water than what my weed dealer does. There it is right there in perspective.
Ben Harper and the fun-loving criminals there in the chat section.
His weed dealer is cheaper than buying water at a stadium.
Yeah. People are working 2 jobs to take their kids bowling once a year and to the ballpark. It's like,
yeah. Why is no one talking about this?
because we're the true woke people. We're the only fucking woke people. Call it the fucking retard list when somebody gets hurt in Major League Baseball. I don't care. Just make the beers $2. You know, there's a retard list. Anybody that's paying $12 for a fucking ballpark beer.
It's like when I went to that Eagles-Rams game and that gentleman next to me was with, I forget if he had 2 or 3 kids. And when he was telling me what this was costing him, I almost wanted to give him $20.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
This guy told me between the 3 tickets and his kids had never seen an NFL game, they were so excited. He was basically saying this one game is setting me back $500-$600 for a football game, a single football game.
Somebody told me, where did I hear it? The Cowboys, no, it wasn't Tug. I'm sure he took public transportation, but the Cowboys-Rams game,
Parking.
$100.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
What? It's the same parking lot. You didn't even have to do anything. The parking lot was already there.
$100.
It's ridiculous. It's offensive. That's rape. You want to fuck you woke women out there, white women, all fucking. I just got me too'd at the stadium. $12. Fuck, I just got me too'd. I'm not even joking. It's as offensive. That's ridiculous. $100 to park my car somewhere that like you already built the lot. It's already there. You didn't even repave it.
Yeah, it's been interesting for me going from drinking to not drinking. I haven't really saved that much money. Because going in, I always thought, oh, I don't drink anymore, right? I'm going to go to the Dodgers game. I'm going to go to the Reds game, go wherever I'm at. I'm going to save a lot of money because I don't drink alcohol anymore.
I will fix baseball in 3 minutes. Let Prano commish.
You going to grab your sidekick, Lenny Dykstra?
Yeah.
Can we talk about him?
Yeah. I tried to tell you this last episode, and you just blew through the stop sign. I was like, Lenny Dykstra is apparently running like a fucking. He's basically got Mildred. He's got like your smut town in his house in like New Jersey.
I must have tuned you out. Lenny Dykstra, this is the headline. I posted this on Twitter. The headline reads, Lenny Dykstra accused of turning New Jersey neighborhood into a den of drugs and prostitution. Here's the best part. I tweeted this out on Twitter. Lenny Dykstra retweeted it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like just owning it.
He's a savage. Old nails. By the way, how bad must Lenny Dykstra have turned that block where people from New Jersey are complaining? They're like, this is bad for New Jersey.
Where is Linden, New Jersey, Prano?
I don't know. I feel like I know where it is exactly, but like I don't know. It's definitely north central Jersey. Like it's relatively close to New York, I believe.
Well, this is what
it's not out in the sticks.
This is what the story reads. People are complaining about his transient neighbors. Cars are being towed all the time. Someone threw yellow liquid out the second floor window with trash. So I assume that's urine.
Or beer.
The mayor, there's a mayor of Linden? Okay. He told ABC
I
7
mean,
that
there's a mayor of Savage Town.
true.
It's an apartment complex.
True. The mayor said that rooming houses are not allowed, so he can't be renting it out. He
Right.
said if he's not in compliance with the current ordinances that are on the books, we will take him to task. However, right after he did this, Dykstra, Dykstra is the Aaron Hernandez Savage of the Year award. He put out an advertisement on social media for renting a room in his house for $1,000. So they're threatening to evict him or get rid of him, however the legal action works here. And Dykstra responds by running a $1,000 room rent for his house in Linden, New Jersey. The savagery has no limits.
Yeah.
Is there a more savage man than Lenny Dykstra?
There's really not. He's embracing it. I think I read this to you the other day. It referenced like he owes like he's like tens of $1 million in debt. Like his net worth is like negative 15 million or something like that. How's that even happen?
I think we need to look that up. Like, what is Lenny Dykstra's net worth? And let's also not forget, last year he was accused of kidnapping. How did he get out of this? He kidnapped and threatened to kill an Uber driver.
Yeah. He's one of those guys. He's just like he owns it, and so like he's like Donald Trump. Like, you know how like people are always like, "Did you hear what this guy said?" Donald Trump, meanwhile, is just like, "I said this shit," and people are like, well, I guess he's crazy." What's his net worth?
So his net worth as of August 2nd of last year, he's rumored to be negative 25 million in net worth, and that's because of
That's because he attended 3 Major League Baseball games last year and purchased alcohol while he was there.
Yeah, I guess he filed for
Because he went
bankruptcy.
bowling once.
Less than 50,000 in assets against 10 million to 50 million in liabilities, which came out to 25 million.
He took the 12 people that live in his house in Linden, New Jersey, bowling, and now he's 25 million in debt. They're like, "You work here now."
So his net worth is listed at negative 25 million.
It's amazing.
How do you even come up with that?
I know. It's ridiculous.
I wish he would know how to use Twitter better. Maybe he could come on our show. I mean, I gave up on him.
Yeah. Well, you should send him pictures of Savage Town. He'd be like, "That's my kind of place." It's like, "I think I see my neighbors."
I mean, I've told you, I've exchanged direct messages with him, but it's like, where's this going?
I mean, he'd rob us if he came here, right? Like,
Oh, for sure. I'd have
like,
to
how
get.
much do I get for those bobbleheads? Give those fucking bobbleheads. You're like, "Nails, don't."
I mean, he basically robbed his son.
Yeah. We'd have to have him via satellite.
You know that story? Do you know the story of his son?
Yeah.
His son, whose name is Cutter, by the way,
Classic.
Cutter
Named after
Dykstra?
Chad.
Cutter Dykstra. And his son married Jamie Lynn Sigler.
Yeah.
So his son got like a $400,000 signing bonus when he was drafted by, I believe, the Milwaukee Brewers. And Lenny basically squandered all that money.
And then some. He's 25 million in debt. He was just putting a dent in it. Like, "Dad, you took my $400,000. He's like, "Well, to be fair, I took it so I could come watch you play baseball, but we had a couple rum and cokes, and now I owe the Milwaukee Brewers $400,000."
How about this? We combine 2 reality TV show ideas. We take Lenny Dykstra and we move in the gang members from Fresno, or we send Lenny Dykstra to Fresno to move in with the gang members.
I like it.
What do we think?
I mean, I think he got probably some potential there. You figure he takes over an apartment complex, something like
He'd be
this.
stabbed in
you know,
minutes, by the way.
No, but I
He's
think-
probably the most racist man in America.
I think they'd embrace him.
Think so?
I think the Yo-Fools, if Lenny Dykstra was around a bunch of gang members and they learned his story, the savagery that he did, the things he's done, I think he'd be embraced.
I think that level of crazy probably, yeah. You figure he just tells him, I mean, I kidnapped my Uber.
Dude,
you
he
know?
threatened to kill an Uber driver. Have you ever had an Uber driver so annoying that I've had some bad ones, that you threatened to kill them? I mean, I had that one guy who didn't play any music. I told you about that. I
You
think.
refuse to play music?
I had the guy who took me to Burbank when I went out to interview for Dent Report. God, why am I forget? Scott Rubin. That's a long Uber, middle of the afternoon. Venice to Burbank. He didn't play any music. for an hour and 10 minutes.
And you were like, did you ask him?
I was like, yo, dude, you want to play some music or something? He goes, no, I'm cool. He was some Armenian dude. I want to be like, I'm not cool.
No, I'm cool.
You're getting 1 star, bro. I'm stuck in L.A. traffic for an hour and 10
bring
minutes.
your headphones, huh?
I didn't have headphones. I mean, there's only so many times you can refresh social media and, like, sports scores.
Yeah.
Who doesn't play music for an hour and 10-minute drive?
I got caught in an hour and a half Uber in New York where the guy just kept – it was, like, ridiculous. I've literally taken Uber Pool twice, and I'll never do it again. It's always a disaster.
Yeah, that's some poor people shit, bro.
I know. But it was in New York, and I was like, well, how expensive could it be for a yellow cab? And then I was like, I was trying to do the math. But I always think – I just don't think maybe – I think maybe Uber's not the call in New York. I think maybe you're better off just yellow cabbing it.
Yeah.
But yellow cabs, I mean, at this point, I don't have to get into a car that smells like garbage anymore. So why am I? So I look at Uber to get to my sister's place, which is like 15 minutes away. It was like $45 on a Saturday night. I was like, wow, that's stupid. And it was like an extra 10 minutes, and it's $13 if you take Uber Pool. I was like, fuck it, whatever. So I take it. Somehow I get stuck in some sort of hour and a half. Like, guy's picking up people. At one point, he just stops in the middle of FDR Drive, which is like a highway around New York City. Just stops. He's like trying to figure out where he's going. Like, you can't just stop in the middle of a highway. You can't just stop your car. I got out. He never ended my ride. It's just going and going and going. I canceled. They charged me $100. I was like, what the fuck is happening? So, fuck Uber.
I have a few new TV ideas. The ideas are flowing tonight. Okay, a few ideas. One, a podcast where people just share their horror Uber stories.
How about just Lenny Dykstra is an Uber driver?
That's what I was going to get to. Or Lenny Dykstra is an Uber driver. I like that one. That's exactly what I was thinking. Or a third TV show idea, Uber Pool, but it's like dating. You pick up a girl that you...
Uber Pool, but the other passenger in the Uber Pool is always Lenny Dykstra.
Okay, yeah, we could do that too. But how about kind of like...
Uber Nails.
Do you remember the show Blind Date?
Yeah.
It's Blind Date, but involving an Uber. Like, the Uber picks you up. He's taking you to LAX for a flight. He's also picking up somebody else. You see if you hit it off. They film it. Blind Date, but fucking rideshare blind date. Dude, I don't know what it is. Is it the kombucha? Kombucha?
Kombucha.
The ideas are flowing tonight. I think it's Aaron. This guy is just he's bringing all the ideas for me. Aaron, I'm telling you, this is a new age. This is a new age for Dirty Sports. I'm very impressed so far. If I want to do an in-game analysis right now, he's looking up numbers. We don't even have to tell him. I mean, you take that meme, you take the previous stuff we had, then you hit that upgrade button, fam. I'm just saying. Feeling good, Prano. I'm feeling good. And I'm looking good because I'm wearing Flag and Anthem. Head to toe.
Solid segue right there.
Solid segue, right? Flag and Anthem jeans. My Flag and Anthem 3/4. Is that what they're called? Yeah. 3/4 shirt. My Dirks Bentley. I'm seeing some Flag and Anthem on my left.
That's right. Got some Flag and Anthem gray chinos. And then, of course, one of my favorite Flag and Anthem flannels here.
Guys, get you some Flag and Anthem right now. A few dirtballs DM me. I don't know if they had listened to the show yet, but Dirty Feb is our promo code for the month of February. Gets you 25% off. Same rule applies for Flag and Anthem as for SeatGeek. If you send me a screenshot using the Flag and Anthem promo code, you get 2 koozies. So go to flagandanthem.com, drop promo code DIRTYFEB for 25% off. If you've used the promo code before, well, this is a brand new one. You can use this one during the month of February. It's pretty simple.
I'll tell you what I did, Andy. On Thursday, I went to the Spotify Best New Artist Grammy party, and
humble brag.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting. But I was like, what am I gonna wear? What do you wear to I was like, I gotta look really good, but you don't want to overdo it. Like the guys who show up in suits, I'm like, you're a dork. This is a Grammy party.
Sure.
So for the first time, I'd gotten some a while ago. I got some charcoal flannel pants Flag and Anthem, and I had not worn them because I was like, I just don't know the occasion to wear them. I wore Flag and Anthem charcoal flannel pants, and then I rocked. I've got like it's not a hoodie. I've worn it on the show. It's like that like almost like turtlenecky. I don't know what they call it on their site, but it's like a loose collared hoodie.
I was looking at that.
Yeah, it's kind of dope. I threw that on, and then I took like a gray jacket that I have, not Flag and Anthem, but like I put a blazer on over it, and many compliments on my two-piece Flag and Anthem with a blazer over it.
I heard
Grammy party outfit.
I heard that Baby Rexa came up to you after her performance and wanted to take you home because of your Flag and Anthem.
That is true. Yeah.
So you guys can get Flag and Anthem right now. You get Pop Stars bringing you home. Flagandanthem.com, promo code DIRTYFEB for 25% off. How was she, by the way? I saw her during halftime of a Rams game. I kind of want to bang her.
Yeah. Yeah, she's great. I'm actually a big fan. There was all of the best new artists played at the thing, but she was the only one that I thought was worthy of pictures. Not all of them. What's the Led Zeppelin knockoff band? Greta Van Fleet. They didn't play. I think there's 7 best new artists. 5 of them are women. One's a band and one's I think a dude. And only the women played at this party. I think that was just coincidence.
Where was this at?
It was at the Hammer Museum in Westwood. It was dope.
So Baby Rexa, let's talk about her. How she look? BB. I always pronounce it wrong. BB Rexa?
Yeah. She's
a little thick, right?
She's a little thick.
But she's up my alley.
Yeah, totally. But it was cool. She fucking lost it on the crowd because like no one was like singing along and shit. And she was like, "Stop it!" And she was like, "You motherfuckers! This song was like, #1 for 50 weeks.
Is she British?
You're gonna fucking sing? No, she's from Staten Island.
Oh,
she's an Albanian New Yorker.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, savage. And she was like, my mom's looking at me like, stop. Mom, I'm not going to stop. She was like, she just like had a New York fucking savage Staten Island freak out. It's kind of dope. I was like, oh, I like her. She's crazy.
Staten Island's coincidentally right by Linden. So, I mean.
Yes, right? There you go.
Fits.
Wait a second. Are we saying that BB Rexa is the bastard child of Lenny Dykstra? Conspiracy theory? I'm just saying. We putting it out there?
Could be.
You know what I'd like to do? And I don't know
if to share an Uber pool with those two.
Oh, man. There'd be so much ass eating going on. Right?
Right? Is this thing on? Lenny Dykstra's eating ass, right?
What about doing an episode where we do sports conspiracy theories?
Are you leading with Lenny Dykstra eats ass? Is that your?
No, I think you and I have discussed a lot, and I'm really finding conspiracies more interesting as I get older. I'm more open to conspiracies. I just think a lot of the ones we've even discussed that you think are mainstream aren't. From the Michael Jordan stuff to Magic Johnson. I think it'd be fun to do an episode. Now, I don't know if YouTube would permit it because they're basically trying to kill conspiracy theory videos.
Right.
But I think that'd be a fun episode.
Yeah, let's do it.
Like, the mainstream media doesn't discuss Michael Jordan's dad was murdered because of his gambling. That's kind of mind-blowing
and that the NBA then forced him to retire.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, take a suspension.
That's pretty much
What's the Magic Johnson one? He was on the DL? And not, by the way, that doesn't mean the disabled list. I mean on the down low.
This is where it gets confusing, Joe. This is where it gets confusing with DL. Because the IL, he was on the IL. I mean, it just doesn't sound as good. You got to keep DL.
Yeah. But I meant the DL like the down low.
I know. Like the R. Kelly hit song, keep it on the down low.
Yeah.
What about R. Kelly, Baby Rexa, and Lenny Dykstra Uber pool together?
A lot of piss in there.
A lot of piss.
Lenny's like, save that to my house or you can throw it out the window.
I mean, forget carpools and karaoke, whatever that stupid shit James Corden does. Who's driving the vehicle? OJ.
Well, OJ didn't even drive when he in his famous thing.
That's a good point.
AC
Callens is driving?
Yeah.
I do want to say something now that you reminded me. We're talking about OJ. Here's what I want to do for the marathon. I have that amazing The Juice is Loose flag. I want to finish my LA marathon, the last quarter mile or whatever it is, 1/10 of a mile. I want, you know how Olympic sprinters they take their flag after they finish, or when they're after they finish. I want to finish the LA Marathon with the Juices Loose flag tied around my neck.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna like?
I want somebody to be in the crowd. I'm asking.
Well, it's actually it's on that thin stuff. You should just fold it up real nice, put it in your fanny pack.
I could. I think it'd be even.
Didn't even blink at me.
Yeah, I think
Talking about his fanny pack. Look
well,
at this one. Yes, I am running with my fanny pack.
I'm not battling you. It's called a fit belt, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna battle with you. I think it'd be cool if somebody could hand me. I'm getting a visual here. Somebody hands me an O.J. Simpson Juices Loose flag. I'm, running the last few miles, or last, like I said, 10th of a mile, whatever it is, and flying in back of me is the picture of O.J. in his white Ford Bronco, and people were saying, "What the fuck just happened?" And people were taking pictures and video of me doing that. I think this would be so awesome to do during the LA Marathon. And I really want it to happen. In fact, Dirtballs, I'm going to put it out there. I want people to show up and talk shit, cheer me on, whatever you want to do.
When is the marathon?
It's March 23rd or the 24th. I forget. Whatever that Sunday is. I am going to fucking crush this marathon. I'm in great shape right now. Knock on wood. Things are going great. I'm going to kick my little brother's ass if you hear this, Mark. Your fucking 4:04 you ran in the marathon a couple of years ago. I think he did it in Arkansas, but he ran it in 4:04. I'm going to take a hot, steamy dump on that time.
Wow. Write down this time code. We're going to have to send this to Mark.
I think he'll hear it. He listens to Dirty Sports.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Whoa. We might need to get Mark on the phone. We might have a wager here. You're going at his 4:04.
In fact, I'm going to say this. I was such a piece of shit in Nashville. I'm disgusted about myself. I'm disgusted.
We were disgusted by you as well.
About my performance.
Everything about it was disgusting.
I am embarrassed. I am ashamed. I am going to take that performance and eradicate what I did there by doing a sub 4-hour marathon. You heard it here first.
Wow. 4:04. I like it. Really going at him. Yeah. Mark is the one that's the dentist now, right?
He's going to be a dentist.
We gotta get Mark on the phone. This is a good opportunity for a wager. I think if you don't beat him, you should have to wear braces for a month.
I don't think that's how it works, bro. He throws on the braces. That's at least 6 months.
It's great.
What do you think?
What? They have to be on for
Fuck
6
it.
months?
I'll go further. If I don't beat his 4:04 time, I'll wear braces for a fucking year.
What? Don't do that to yourself.
I'm doing it right now. We're live.
Wow. Somebody clip this, send it to Mark immediately.
If I don't beat his 4:04 marathon time, I'll wear braces for a full 12 months.
Wow.
And I'm talking Pau Gasol, Los Angeles Lakers braces. Remember when he had those?
Yeah.
I'm talking Andre Drummond braces. Why do the NBA players all get in braces, not Invisalign? I'll do it.
It's amazing. This is the greatest thing that has happened. A lot of good things on the episode, but that's a good one.
I'm feeling pretty confident.
Tears a hamstring, mile 3.
Doesn't matter.
Lives the rest of his year like a 12-year-old.
Doesn't matter. If I tear a hamstring, I'm fucking determined to fucking beat 4 hours. And it doesn't matter that I'm dealing with some serious feet issues right now. I think it's TMS. Or I'll see a podiatrist, whatever. I'm ready. I'm feeling good, Prano. I'm not going to lie. I'm feeling good about
What's
it.
going on in the comment section over there, Aaron?
I'm seeing right now.
Someone just said 4:04, then dog, like a dog. Like, come on. And then also got braces cost less than a hot dog at an NFL game. So.
Ben Harper again. Dude, he's good with the comments tonight. I want to let everybody know we are going to be calling, right, the 3-point and slam dunk contest on YouTube.
It's called NBA Saturday, Andy.
Okay, we're going to call the NBA Saturday live on YouTube next Saturday. The 3-point and slam dunk contest. We will be live from here. Aaron, what are your Saturday plans? Are you interested at all?
I mean, yeah, I don't really got much going on, so
Okay.
NBA Saturday. Why not?
I feel like we need to add. Can we? Is there any former NBA players we can throw on the couch that we know?
Former NBA guys. The only NBA guy we've had on the show is Scalabrini. Right?
Scalabrini, okay. He still owes us those slides, by the way.
I don't think we're getting them, bud. I might have an in with some NBA guys. I've got a potential. There's an angle that could work that I just thought of.
It'd be nice to have a guy who, played the game, riffing with us. I think we need to bust out the cannabis that night too.
Okay.
Maybe order some pizza from Abbott's Pizza or Pizzerito. Which one do you like better?
I like Abbott's.
You like Abbott's?
Yeah, solid. I just went to a great pizza spot the other day, Vito's Pizza up on Santa Monica Boulevard. Have you been there?
No, where's that?
25th and Santa Monica.
Vito's.
Yeah.
That was the name of the pizza joint right next to St. Louis University. Great pizza joint, Vito's.
They're like trying to do like an East Coast pizza. It's like it's all just like picnic tables in there. Then there's like a pool table. There's a bar. Good pizza.
All righty. Well, did you want to talk any NBA? I didn't put anything down because the trade deadline happened Thursday.
How about the
Lakers Celtics game was amazing.
Lakers Celtics game was amazing.
Kyrie's injured.
Celtics fall apart. They give up a 28-point lead to blow that game against the Clippers. But today's game is one we're talking about. The Philadelphia 76ers blew out the Lakers. But not even really that they blew them. They scored like 143 points or something like that.
Yeah, I watched it.
In regulation. Philly is legit with Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
JJ Redick has been fucking playing better since he got there.
Redick's having a career high in points.
Yeah.
This year. He's averaging 18 points a game.
Philly's legit.
Philly is legit. And Boston's done. They're done. And nobody talks about Kyrie's injuries for some reason. Kyrie is 100% injury prone.
I've talked about it. I talk about it all the time. I don't want anything to do with Kyrie. That was the thing that I said when we talked about Porzingis. Everybody's like, well, Porzingis, the thing is, he's injured. Blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, he's coming off a knee surgery. Kyrie's had 2 already.
Yeah.
Well, he's taller. Well, okay. Sure. But him taller is why he doesn't need his explosiveness.
The East is going to be fun to watch this playoffs. You haven't said that in a while.
No.
Because you knew LeBron was just going to make it to the finals. The East, and he's right. His comment, which all the fucking LeBron haters went at, he made that comment about they're all going for it with the trades in the East because they don't got to go through him anymore.
Right.
And it's true. It's 100% true.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun playoffs in the East.
But Philly, man, I hate to say it because I hate Philadelphia, but that move, that starting 5 is legit. And I liked Mirotic to Milwaukee, and I liked Gasol to Toronto, but I don't like any of them as much as I like. Why am I?
Tobias
Harris and Boban to Sixers. I keep wanting to say Toby and Bobby. The great duo. The Toby Bobby trade.
Bro, you put them in an Uber, Toby and Bobby.
Oh, they need a reality show.
With Lenny Dykstra driving? I'm just saying.
Toby, Bobby, BB, and Lenny?
Yeah, man, what'd you do with that girl last night? I bobaned her. It sounds like a sex term, right?
Yeah.
Like, dude, I bobaned the shit out of that chick last night.
She Tobied me, and then I Bobied her. The Toby Bobby. You Toby Bobied? Is that your first date? Yeah, well, she thinks I'm rich because I bought her 3 beers at a baseball game, so I Toby Bobied her. I took her bowling, so she thinks I'm a fucking millionaire.
You know what's
she thinks I own the Clippers.
You know what's sad? That used to be my go-to date, man.
Yeah, it was everybody's go-to date because you got to see her in action. It's basically one whole ass-looking date.
Yeah, it's true.
Just look at each other's ass for the whole thing.
God, I had some.
Man, I'd rather go to a strip club. I could see more ass for cheaper at a strip club.
Yeah. My last bowling date was probably 2.5 years ago for a first date. And that's when
You've been living in fucking debt ever since.
No, because remember,
you've been trying to climb out of credit card debt.
I actually called you. That was right when they renovated the new bowling alley on Venice Boulevard. I called you. I was like, yo, have you been to Bolero now?
And I was like, no. And you're like, well, you have to get here because they won't let me leave until I pay my bill. You're going to have to float me $4,000. We'll figure it out tomorrow. We'll thus fund it.
I mean, God forbid me order some chicken fingers and a
Yeah.
couple drinks for a lady. $400 later. I mean, shoe rental. Like you talk about a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah. Buy your shoes, buy your ball, smuggling booze.
I went bowling in Cincinnati with my dad, like half my family.
There's guys who have walked in bowling alleys in the Midwest in the 70s and are just still there. They're like, this
Yeah.
is cheaper than being home. Why am I going to pay gas?
It was so cheap. I honestly, no lie, if my old man, who's been in a bowling league for probably 50 years, if my old man walked into Bolero Bowl in Mar Vista and
it'd be like Michael Douglas and Falling Down. He'd just start fucking attacking people. Some old guy just losing it.
that's my new goal. My new goal is to get Walt out here to take him bowling.
You need Photoshop a Walt on Falling Down cover.
I was going to say he'd instantly die, but I like the Michael Douglas reference.
Yeah. Remember he just snaps? Starts walking in Los Angeles?
That's That is such an underappreciated movie. Let me just tell you that. That movie.
He shoots a bazooka in the movie. Have you seen Falling Down?
I haven't, but I gotta watch it
gotta
now.
watch it.
Okay, as someone now who lives in Los Angeles,
Yeah, you got to watch Falling Down.
and I don't want to give away too much, but the end scene is right here in Venice Beach, too, on the Venice Pier. I'll just say that much. He loses his mind. The opening scene is he's stuck on traffic.
Yeah.
He literally, in packed like traffic on the 10, he gets out of his car and just walks away from his running vehicle. And people were like, hey, what are you doing? And then from there, the
He
movie
just snaps. Yeah.
he just snaps. I have been wanting to watch that lately, and thank you for reminding me. Guys, if you get anything from this episode, and you've gotten a lot, please go watch Michael Douglas Falling Down. A classic. Dude, when he goes to that country club like outside Brentwood,
Yeah. What about when he goes to like the fucking
the Korean fucking
the Army Navy store? Remember, like the guy's like, and he fucking flips out. About the guy with the boots.
he goes
Walter
up.
would walk into a Bolero and then just immediately like he'd just steal a briefcase and just start walking the streets of Los Angeles.
Holy shit. I got nothing else. Is that the episode?
Sure, if you say so.
I got nothing else. I'm laughing too much. Guys, stick around for the end of these episodes. I feel like we have to start doing plugs at the beginning.
Yeah,
I'm serious though.
because no one hears the plugs.
No one hears the plugs. I think we do, like, if you're trying to push a show or if we're trying to promote something, we do it to start the episode.
Okay,
But we'll give them 2 this episode.
we'll give him 2.
I mean, we could record one for the audio version.
We're good.
Okay.
You got anything? What's our plugs?
You know, same old shit, guys. Use any of our promo codes for our sponsors, and you will get 2 koozies in the mail. And that shit really helps the show. So please help us out. Use the codes, and I will send you koozies. Follow us at The Dirty Sports on Twitter and Instagram, and subscribe to us on YouTube. We've got some great iTunes reviews. Again, leave your Twitter handle. Sometimes you guys leave them, and I can't find them for some reason. So make sure you're leaving the correct Twitter handle or correct Instagram handle, and I always try to follow you back. And follow me at Andy Ruther.
Fix Your Life on Twitter, at Joe Prano on Instagram. Gonna be doing a lot more shows here in town. Had some dirt balls come out to the Improv last night. They slid into my Instagram DMs, and I hit them up with guest list tickets. So
Who came out?
I forget the guy's name. Ben? Not Ben Harper, though. Yeah, so follow me on all that stuff. Keep your eye on my calendar. Gonna have some shows here in LA. We got Palm Springs coming up. Got Alaska for the comedy festival coming up. Back to the East Coast in April. So stay on joeprano.com. How about our intern over there? Doing plugs?
Aaron.
Are you on social media?
Yeah, I'm on social media. I guess all I got is I have Instagram, Aaron Maharis, Twitter, Aaron Maharis.
Spell out your last name, Aaron.
It's MOJARRAS.
Maharis.
And
that's
you're
where
also
you can find me.
You're also on Twitter soon at DS Interns.
I saw
You're-
this.
And at DS Interns. Yeah, I saw the
gonna be
picture of that
the
too.
new DS Interns account.
That's great. Aaron, seriously, though, great job first episode.
Thank you. Yeah, it was fun.
Look at this. We're already causing intern drama. Joe Schiavelli with a who? Oh, savage.
Would you say, Aaron, I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it. Would you say Aaron is basically what Patrick Mahomes did to the NFL after one episode? I'm going to say it.
He came in and he just like changed the position
Bro, he changed it.
of intern.
I've never seen a man more naturally sit in a desk the way Aaron did this entire episode. I'm just saying. The man
That one look away stat look up he had where he was doing this.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes that look
Bro,
up.
I'm telling you. And somebody who's going to become more and more familiar with the law as the day goes by. So now when we bring up all these crazy Lenny Dykstra legal matters, Aaron's going to have his fucking foot right there, you know, his hand on the pulse. Is that a saying?
Yeah. His finger on the pulse.
His finger on the pulse. He's going to know exactly how Lenny gets out of these things. Love it. All right, guys, that's the episode.
He's also probably going to sue us one day and take all of our...
Well, if you keep making Native American jokes, yeah.
Old Chief Subpoena over there.
Unbelievable. All right, guys, that's the episode. Thanks for tuning in. And most importantly, don't forget, condoms are for pussies.